Today is my birthday, so I wanted to share 3 lessons that God has taught me and is currently teaching me in this season of my life. Number 1, I do not have to be perfect. For a very long time, I felt like if I wasn't doing something to the capacity of someone else, then I wasn't perfect. Then I needed to do more work. I needed to commit to this or commit to that. But God isn't looking for me to be perfect. He's looking for me to walk away from the things that made me disobedient, walk away from the things that make me sin, walk away from the things that made me live in darkness. So I don't have to be perfect, but I do have to be obedient. So the second lesson that God has taught me is being set apart is not something that I should feel ashamed about, and it's not something that I should make myself feel bad about. Sometimes when God isolates us or when he removes us out of a certain environment and he begin to create something new in us, we assume that we're the outcast again. We assume that being the outcast or being the black sheep or just being different period makes us feel even more ashamed than what we felt before. But I'm here to tell you that God set you apart for a reason, and it's better to be set apart than it is to be included in the things of this world. I would rather walk with Jesus every day than walk with the devil every day. All right, so the third lesson that God has taught me is to enjoy where I am now. A lot of times I like to put pressure on myself thinking that I should be further than where I am now. But honestly, when I look at what God has done in my life in just the last 2 to 3 years, I'm 2 times further than what I expected to be at the age that I am now. And I just want to thank God for reminding me every day that I'm exactly where I need to be. And sometimes we need to remember that just because someone else's life seemed to be going up and up and up, and we haven't reached the level of success that they have, doesn't mean that we're never going to get there. It just means that God has us on a different path and has us focused on something different right now. But it doesn't mean that we won't never be successful. So enjoy where you are now, because you aren't always going to be there. And sometimes when God elevates you, things get even harder and you'll be wishing that you was where you was before. But those are 3 lessons so far that God has taught me, and yeah.